Good evening, welcome to Newsnight. My name is Kenneth Jesse. Let's take a look at our top stories for tonight. Ghana Gas Company refused claims by MPs from Western Region of neglecting the region in its corporate social responsibility drive. A lead representative makes a case for the company soon on the bulletin. New executives elected for the Ekumfi constituency today, paving way for regional executive elections to be held tomorrow, Saturday, 4th June 2022, for the ruling New Patriotic Party. Victims of the 3rd June fire and flood disaster accuse government of neglect and promises on commitment to compensate them 7 years after the incident. Coming up in business, shareholders of GCB Bank Limited are to enjoy a 50 pesos increase in dividend payment, representing a 100% increase from 2020. And later on the international front, a gas explosion at a liquefied petroleum gas refinery station leaves shops burnt and 20 people injured in Nigeria's Kano State. Details are up shortly. Stay with us. Hello again. Let's begin the bulletin from the Central Region, where new executives for the ruling New Patriotic Party have been sworn in and elected for the Ekumfi constituency today. This paves way for regional executive elections to be held tomorrow, Saturday, 4th June 2022. The regional poll was injuncted by aggrieved members over concerns that the Ekumfi constituency executive election was still pending. Let's now turn to the video wall for the results. So, the chairmanship position was won by Nana Addo Donkor, who polled 411 votes, and Moses Donkor lost to him. The first chairmanship position was won by Ishmael Osman Anderson, who polled 318 votes, and David Dawson came last with 184 of the votes. Second vice chairman position went to Ransford Ejabosumtre, who polled 182 of the vote. Coming close was James Enchi, who polled 161. Sumaila Awuni polled 62, and Atobaini polled 8. The secretary position was won by Jamel Rahman Nyame, who polled 260 of the vote. Edward Ama came in second with 228 of the vote. Let's come to the assistant secretary. And we have Mustafa Kwansa, who polled 46 of the vote. James Akon also polled 140. Ebenezer Spio Enim polled 108. Isaac Minka polled 38. Barnabas Sam polled 33. And Botros Kojo Sa also polled 140. The treasurer position was won by Naomi Abba Addo, who polled 203 of the vote. Alfred Kujo came in second with 160. Celestina Anderson came in third with 145. The organizer position was won by Ahmed Mustafa Anderson, who polled 333 of the vote. Albert Augustine Mensah also polled 173 of the votes. The youth organizer position was won by Nana Ansan, who polled 320. Samuel Kuntu Techi polled 185 of the vote. The women organizer was won by Araba Wood, who polled 388 of the vote. Coming second was Kate Nyame with 119. The Nasara coordinator position was won by Nasil Ahmed Anderson, who polled 254 of the vote. And coming close second was Mary Andam with 250. That was a close contest. Let's hear from some of the winners.
As at now, I feel very delighted. I feel very humble for this victory. And I know this victory came from the Lord. It did not come through any human effort. It came from the Lord. So I will still urge my people, whether those who lost or whether those who win, I will still urge all of us to come together as one people and work together so that we can achieve our major target in 2024. So I'm the youngest constituency chairman ever in the history of Ghana, if my memory serves me right. Yes. I'm the youngest constituency chairman in the history of NPP and by extension in the history of Ghana.
We are going to make sure that the hierarchy works from top to down, and as usual, down to top when necessary. We are also going to deal with our unity. Once we know that we are going for elections, divisions cannot give resources, and we've gone to research an ordeal before. For that matter, all divisions that we have within the party, we do our best to fix those cracks so that once we come together as one.
Let's still stay in the Central region because I've been joined by a resident correspondent in that region, in the person of Akwesi Addo for more details. Akwesi, welcome to the program. What were the highlights today?
Okay, so Ken, we've had a more successful and then a peaceful election here in the Ekumfi constituency. We do know that due to the matters that surrounded this particular constituency, we might have envisaged that there may be one or two issues. But right from the beginning of the process until we are done, there has not been any issue, apart from the fact that at the assistant secretary slot, we had two candidates, each polling 140 votes each.
Right.
So that one has come under contention, which means that nobody has been able to be declared as winner. But so far, we've had all the other elected members sworn in as officers of the party, granting them the chance to represent the Ekumfi constituency in the regional elections slated for tomorrow.
Right. I can see that not even the rain could stop them from voting. How far with preparations for the regional executive elections, which is happening tomorrow?
Okay, so with regards to the rain started right after voting has ended. So it was only the counting that was somehow delayed due to the rains. But in connection with the regional executive elections also, some party executives who visited Ekumfi constituency today have given us assurances that preparations are far advanced to have the regional executive elections held tomorrow at Dunkwa or nothing. So as of now, we do know that most of the aspirants may be having finishing touches of their campaigns, trying to woo delegates to vote for them.
Right. You did mention of the two candidates who pulled 140 votes apiece. What happens? Are they going for a rerun or they'll do a recount?
As of now, that matter has been left to be taken care of by the newly elected constituency executives. So they would know what to do as to whether they are going to have that election rerun or maybe appoint either of the two persons or a neutral person to hold that position. Would be a matter to be decided by themselves.
Right. And what were some of the dynamics of the election? Did we have some incumbents losing their seats to new entrants?
We did have, let me say, a very younger person who may be regarded as the youngest constituency chairman to be elected in Ghanaian politics, elected here because the man who won the chairmanship slot, Nana Judonko, aka Okumkom, is in his 20s. I understand he's just around 28 years. He won. And then we had some persons who have been active members of the party for quite a longer time, losing in the elections.
Right. Akwesi Addo, thank you very much for speaking to us tonight. He's our resident correspondent in the Central region, bringing us up to speed with the election that happened in the Ekumfi constituency today. As mentioned earlier, the Ghana National Gas company has refuted the claims, saying, amongst others, it is building the biggest trauma center in West Africa in the Western region. Now, joining me for a detailed response is the Public Relations Officer of the Ghana National Gas Company, Ernest Owusu-Bempah. Hello, Ernest. Welcome to the show. How do you respond to the accusation being leveled against you by some NDC MPs from the Western region that your company has neglected the region? I understand that Ernest Owusu-Bempah is not there at the moment, but then let's to stay on this story and bring you the details of it, because the Ghana National Gas Company has refuted claims made by NDC MPs from the Western region that it has neglected the region in its social responsibility drive.
Company is national in nature, and so it is important that their reach in terms of corporate social responsibility will be reflected across the country. By all means, it's very important. But I think that their focus on presence must start at home. Their immediate areas of operation. As we speak, in the last few years, ladies and gentlemen, you can check the record. Ghana Gas is spreading its tentacles across Ashanti region, Eastern region, and all sorts of places, except for the area that it operates, the Nzima areas. As we speak, we have hospitals there with a lot of challenges. And so you see Ghana Gas building, refurbishing hospitals in the Eastern region, building schools in Ashanti, which is okay. But we are advising Ghana Gas that we are speaking as representatives of the people in the closest of the area they operate, that they are not happy. They should focus first in addressing some of the concerns that have already been addressed by chiefs and people constantly on a daily basis, whether it's on education, whether it's on healthcare, hospitals. I mean, it's very disheartening when I come from Atuabo or Anochi, and I know that, God forbid, if anything happens tomorrow morning, I'll be the first to be affected. I know the sacrifices I've gone through with my farmland to Ghana Gas. To read on a daily basis, Ghana Gas is building hospital bungalows somewhere else, and my hospital is already has nothing. We are speaking on behalf of the people of Nzima.
So joining me for a detailed response is the Public Relations Officer of the Ghana National Gas Company, Ernest Owusu-Bempah. Ernest, grateful for your time tonight. What is your outfit's official reaction to the allegations that you have comparatively treated the area unfairly in terms of development drive?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I'm not a public relations officer. I'm the head of corporate communications for Ghana Gas. So if you can get your facts right, it will be better for us so that we can just proceed on that. First of all, it's very, very, very disappointing and very disturbing to hear a member of parliament from Elembele talking like this. I mean, I don't know the head and tail of whether he's checked his facts very well before coming, or he just doing a normal propaganda just to maybe tarnish the image of the organization. As I speak to you, it's even an insult to the chief of Atuabo, who happens to be a board member of Ghana Gas Company Limited, a chief of Atuabo. So indirectly, the member of parliament has insulted Awulai, one of our distinguished chiefs in a traditional area, who happens to be a board member and has seen numerous projects that we've done for the people of Elembele. And I can give you about 2 or 3 charitably so that you can go and check. We'll be doing a press conference to address the issues and expose the minister, the MP's assertion and allegations, which are unfounded and has no basis whatsoever anywhere. Number one is that over the years, Ekwe Hospital has been one of the hospitals that served the community within the environment of our Tuabu and its areas. Ghana Gas Company has refurbished the area, and we've given them a facelift and has given them ultramodern facilities there. As I'm talking to you, Ghana Gas is 80%, almost 60 to 70% complete of building a 5-star ultramodern trauma center in Elembele district, which is going to be one of the biggest, I repeat, one of the biggest trauma center in the whole of West Africa, with fully installed modern healthcare facilities there that we are building.
Right.
We've built almost about 17 boreholes within the Elembele district for the people. Road construction is uncountable. You can name them. Schools, I can't name them on top of my head. And as we go along, we're going to be giving you the full facts as we go along. I just want to give you just a teaser.
Right.
So for a member of parliament to come out and be stating out of the blue, I don't know whether he was just doing his usual propaganda or he's just talking because he wants to talk. We have special priority for people who come from his constituency. Every day, he himself, he's been bringing people, a tall list of people he wants them to be employed as priority people, that we always give him priority as an MP to employ a lot of people from his constituency. And I can challenge him on that.
Right.
So I am totally lost where he's getting his facts from.
Right.
This afternoon, I called him and I gave him the facts in office and I challenged him. And he said that, oh, he's not getting all the full information. He was talking because he hasn't got in contact with Ghana Gas and he's just saying it. And I said, you cannot toy with the reputation of such an organization within your environment like that.
Mr. Osu-Bempah, so if all that you have said is indeed the case, why are people still complaining that nothing has been done for them in the Western region? Is that not to suggest that all is not well?
My brother, who are the people who are saying that? I'm going to hold a press conference. I'm daring you. Send your reporters there. Come and see what I'm doing, what the company is doing. These are CSR projects which are monumental. You can see road projects that are there from the junction to Atuabo Township. It's all asphalted with lights on it, and you're telling me that we've built a lot of projects there, schools, even modern AstroTurf that they play football on, which happens to be used by Carrera FC. It's built by Ghana Gas, AstroTurf, modern one, in Elembele district. How many people in Accra have modern AstroTurf? My brother, I have a lot, but I just don't want to open the Pandora box. I just wanted him to ridicule himself, and eventually we will give out the facts, and you'll be able to see exactly what we've done. So don't just draw conclusion and say that why are people saying this? Because maybe people don't know exactly what is happening there.
Right. They also mentioned that development by the Ghana Gas in Ghana is taking place in other regions more than it is taking place in the Western region. They did mention Ashanti region and other regions. Since it is the host region, they demand that better development takes place in the region at least.
Brother, my brother, where I expect a member of parliament to speak with facts and figures, not to just stand in front of the general public and be making assumptions and conclusions and propaganda and innuendos without any factual basis to buttress his point, and just go out there and churn those propaganda. It is absolutely fallacious. It is not true that we are doing more projects in other regions. In other words, Elembele district and the Western region are benefiting from the projects that Ghana Gas doing, the CSR project, more than any other region in the country. But that does not mean that Ghana Gas cannot do projects, because the oil find is supposed to be spread for other regions to also benefit, as well as because they're all Ghanaians as well. So if the other MPs are saying they're all Ghanaians, and at the end of the day, if we get every other MP getting up to say that this is what is happening in my constituency, I'm also a Ghanaian, we are part and parcel of the Ghanaian community that is supposed to benefit from the oil find or the gas find. What do we do? So MP, it's not supposed to speak like that.
Okay.
Because it's a fact. It's a fact that the Western region has benefited immensely from scholarships to projects, to other facilities that are being put there. As I'm talking to you, Ghana Gas is building a gas village, the biggest gas village in Elembele district, which is supposed to employ over 200 to 300 people from his constituency, which is almost about 50% complete. Are we saying that those projects are being built in Ashanti region? How can an MP speak like this? It's rather unfortunate.
Right, Mr. Ernest Owusu Bempah, thank you very much for speaking to us this evening. He's the head of communication at Ghana National Gas Company. Away from that, on the intended armed demonstration by the Fix the Country group, the Criminal High Court has issued an order to restrain the demonstration. In a press statement, the Ghana Police Service stated the organizers, represented by Benjamin Dakon, were duly served with a motion on notice, which application was heard today, June 3, 2022, at the Criminal High Court. After hearing of the application, the court granted order to restrain the organizers, their agents, and whoever is claiming through them from embarking on the armed demonstration as had been intended. It further said, quote, will not be an impediment in the way of any individual or groups in the exercise of their right to demonstrate, as long as it is within the limits of the laws of the country, unquote. Let's still stay with security, as the Ghana Police Service has arrested a 42-year-old businessman, Evans Opon, who allegedly attempted to sacrifice his daughter for ritual purposes. Evans Opon is a resident of Fise near Amasaman in the Greater Accra region.
Movie, I miss you too. Hey, can I say? Movie, I miss you too. Can I say, Boko? Mama Kwaba. Me and I'm a friend. Me a herbalist. I'm a baby draw you Papa, we, if I butcher Bagana, and no, no man could you, mano, but or mat 12, and in the mat 12 no one, or Passimi Kumutu, Nambiesca Dromano. Maybe a military man, I'm a disciplined man, Mentia in your bonnet. And I want to prove to the whole world, any moment of a man time say, I had traditional herbalist in any paboni for, and you do for young Kuminipa, send you more Nigeria from Negana Fimono. This man is a bad man. You need to know Krumani. Akolano de base mkunu fani schedule na akolano ha. Oh, how are you? Okay, my name is Nane Dubuafu Jr. Okay? What's the name of your father? Evans Opon. Okay. Your father brought you here so that I'll kill you, so that he'll get money. So he brought, oh, don't be scared, my daughter, don't be scared. So I brought the police in to come and save you. So the police will take care of you, okay? The man is a policeman, they'll take care of you, okay? Okay. What's your name? Akolani was who? And I'll continue to school about. Tell me, couldn't find any schedule, man. Raise your head. Money in the bag, not the bag of the Bajis car, money back in the police one. Raise your head.
It's okay. Why?
So the video you saw there was taken by an amateur, and they were speaking in the local language, Twi. So that is the Ghana Police Service at the residence of the businessman who is now in their custody. He wanted to sell his daughter for 10,000 Ghana cedis to a fetches priest. You're still watching News 9 here on Metro Television. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back. Today marks 7 years when a fire and flood disaster claimed 154 lives at a Goil filling station at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle here in Accra. A ministerial committee that investigated the incident reported that the fire was caused by poor safety practices at the filling station and a cigarette spark. Here is a flashback of the disaster in 2015.
Midnight, Wednesday, 3rd June 2015, in the middle of heavy flooding and rainstorm, an explosion at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle branch of the Goil filling station in Accra struck, killed over 150 people, and plunged the entire nation into a 3-day national mourning. The streets at the accident area were littered with bodies, while some were found in drains, taking authorities weeks to clear the remnants of the disaster. What many Ghanaians have termed Black Wednesday still has imprints of sadness and sorrow in the minds of many. While others lost their lives and loved ones, others were left deformed.
Wife no banning obra my DNA. You lost your wife, you lost your brother, and then your son.
Yes.
How old was your son?
About 4 years. And I'm in a fire. And the me black and nobody crying home. Me bounce body crying home body. My wife body crying.
Now say you inside. Until they won't say
all I saw was an approaching inferno. I was hit by a ball of fire in my quest to escape. This got my whole face damaged.
It's been 7 years, and one may wonder if there has been some lessons learned. Daniel Ode Apia is the Municipal NADMO Director for the Korle Klottey Assembly.
We've learned a lot. It was such a disastrous occurrence, such an unpleasant one, so no one had wished it again, that we experience it again, no. And for that matter, we are doing everything possible to avoid the reoccurrence of this. And this is why, as an organization, every year we make sure going around, creating awareness, educating the community members with regards to flood and the causes of flood and its prevention.
Well, for people in the capital, it's always a moment of fright once the clouds gather. Several areas still remain nothing short of lakes each time the rains visit. Meanwhile, for the victims of the disaster, the clock ticking each day is a reminder of their one-time sorrow and everyday life in grim. Shadrach Odame Ejari, Metro News.
Not a good sight to behold. May the souls of those who lost their lives on that day continue to rest in peace. Now, commemorating the day today, some victims of the disaster shared some memories and how they're still awaiting their various compensations. We received no compensation. We were only given monies for treatment.
Hospital for 3 months.
Okuvandapoy helped me continue with surgeries. We are falling on you to help us plead with authorities.
Mpacho fina ba enfie because penifo na omoda no no admission because me hospital me da so call reviews no to.
The monies were only for medical bills.
Me dina me ka say ma compensation bia am say ma compensate here the compensation now is kind of the brain.
Government should reconsider their decision and compensate us.
Na yagusu sa yon yare biensa minsa mon yare wie o man compensation and they say me show mon yare nti
me wo de satana mahama na wo nti a kire yi me koy na me omo friend say or the sika bia ba say.
During my admission at the hospital, I was told government had brought some funds for our treatment.
3 million.
The money I received was just meager. I was given less than 400 Ghana cedis.
And me and could do instant to me and my family. How can you know?
I buy my ETS that time. No, I buy no one of me ETS. After say Wako Hospital, no, no, what for Bia Hoka. Be omu you now Buffia on Fahoka be Osiako Hospital, no any BTS Akano. Nti be bien free Abambia Homa, be bien free go, be bien free.
Neither Goyle nor government has given us any funds.
Tiansu Yajina Honosabu Young Huri and Nimkoyachi. So last year, I was class 1, this year I'm coming. Yan Shisha, I said this year, you're near lawyers for Nakasa. Go for no mercy.
This year, we have, in consultation with our lawyers, sued AMA, NPA, and Goyle.
No more record case. I'm the whole Ghana, Obia who say justice no for fairers. Yeah, Castle Munya fair, and my Obia who.
The managing director of Zoomlion Ghana Limited, Gloria Anti, has called on MMDAs in the country to enforce the sanitation bylaws to ensure the protection of the environment. She made the call at a cleanup exercise organized by waste management giant Zoomlion Ghana ahead of World Environmental Day on Sunday. Was the theme of a World Environment Day cleanup effort coordinated by Zoomlion and the Jospon Group's environmental cluster from Zongo Junction to Medina. The purpose of the cleanup activity is to honor World Environment Day, celebrated on June 5. Managing Director of Zoomlion Ghana Limited, Gloria Anti, said Zoomlion Ghana Limited and the Jospon Group of Companies Environmental Sanitation Cluster will continue to do their best to keep Ghana clean.
Being the leading waste management company in Ghana, today we are here to commemorate World Environment Day. The United Nations, we know, has declared June 5th as World Environment Day. And we have taken the lead today as part of our corporate social responsibility to come out to do this cleanup exercise. And we believe that we are showing the lead, showing the example for individuals to also emulate within their various communities. And as part of what we do over the years, it's our mandate to ensure that we sustain a clean, green, and healthy environment. So this is a gesture from Zoomlion Ghana Limited to commemorate this year's World Environment Day with the theme Only One Earth.
She, however, urged the MMDAs to support the efforts being made in the sanitation sector by enforcing the sanitation bylaws in the country.
Sensitizing the public, getting them to buy into the 1 million bin may not be enough. We need enforcement. We need some laws, and that is why in Zoomlion we work closely with the various MMDAs for them to assist us. So when we are doing the cleansing, they will also come in to enforce the bylaws so that we get there as soon as we all anticipate to.
Head of Communications for the Jospon Group of Companies, Sophia Kujoji, urged Ghanaians to desist from throwing rubbish into gutters, which she said causes most of the flooding occurring in the country.
Having a safe and clean environment is everybody's responsibility. It's a shared responsibility. So we are telling people that as we are celebrating this day, make a pledge to yourself that I'm not going to litter my environment. I'm not going to throw my waste in the gutters and the drains, because that is what we do, and it causes flooding and causes problems for all of us. So people should desist for that.
The group underlined the need to maintain a clean and healthy living, and added they will continue to educate the public about keeping a healthy environment. We'll stay a bit more on flooding because residents of Kojo-Ashon, Otuaple, and its environs are appealing to authorities to repair their bridge and roads as the rains intensify. In response to their plight, the MCE of Ga West, Clement Wickelson, said he was putting things in place to solve the situation.
About a month ago, our reporter brought to light a metal bridge which connects several communities in the Ga West municipality that has become a death trap. Assemblyman for the Onyansana electoral area, Daniel K. Dodu, explained that ever since the bridge was constructed in the 1990s, it has not seen any renovations. The bridge is experiencing some level of corrosion, with some parts breaking off, making it very dangerous to use, especially since it was built on top of a river. Members of the community expressed their fears of a repeat of the Asalaja bridge incident where 43 people died. The road in the communities are riddled with potholes which sometimes cause accidents as drivers try to swerve them, and crevices that fill up when there is rain. Some residents and opinion leaders in the community expressed their opinion.
When you go to the plea to, when you load, you have to pay and pay council tickets. After the council ticket, what is the meaning of the council ticket for us? Is it not the maintenance for the road and the other stuff for us?
And we are feeling very difficult because we are making some structures at the village. We need sand, gravel, anything. As for that, now we couldn't get any at this moment because of the bridge.
The road is too bad. Even where we have the third road, the potholes in the third road is even worse.
Our team spoke to the MCE of the Ga West Municipality, Clement Wilkinson, and this is what he had to say about the situation.
I can promise you that next week, I think next week on the 9th or 11th, we have a site meeting with the contractor, which he has to do something on the old bridge before the new one will be constructed. So our eyes are there. They should not worry. I don't think we are ready for any contractor who will do a schedule work for us. That is why we stopped him. And we didn't stop him because he's not doing his work well. The road was awarded to him from Feeder Roads, but now Urban Roads is taking over to do the asphalt for people of from Trade Junction up to Kuduashon.
Our team will continue to follow up and bring you further development.
This is Newsnight on Metro Television. We'll be back after this break. In business tonight, shareholders of GCB Bank Limited are to enjoy a 50% increase in dividend payment over the 2020 dividend payment. Following the sterling performance in the 2021 financial year, the board of the bank has recommended a dividend payment of 50 pesos per share, representing a 100% increase from 2020.
Commercial Bank has held its 28th annual general meeting via a virtual platform for its shareholders to consider and adopt the reports of the directors, auditors, and the financial statements for the year 2021. According to the 2021 annual report, the GCB Bank is pursuing prudent dividend policy that ensures reasonable returns to shareholders while maintaining the growth and appreciation of the share value. Jude Kofi Arthur is the board chairman of GCB Bank.
The bank recorded significant growth in profitability, and our capital adequacy is strong, well over the regulatory minimum prescribed by the Bank of Ghana. On the basis of this, the board recommends a dividend of 0.50 cedis per share, representing a 100% increase from 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my understanding that the Bank of Ghana has approved this.
Commenting on the performance of the bank, he indicated that the bank is on the right path of becoming the dominant bank in Ghana, as the bank achieved profit before tax of 831.98 million, an increase of 36.2% over the year 2020.
Despite the global and domestic economic challenges due to the pandemic, the financial performance, ladies and gentlemen, of your bank was very strong. We achieved profit before tax of 831.98 million Ghana cedis, an increase of 36.2% over the previous year.
Managing Director of the bank, Kofi Adomako, explained the level of risk of inflation to survival of banks in loan advancement to customers.
When inflation goes up, you see what happens. Interest rates go up. When interest rates go up, the cost of borrowing increases. Banks have to balance their portfolios. So the level of risk, like I said, then tightens. The kind of your risk appetite reduces because the chances of people working to pay back a loan at very high interest rate reduces. And as a bank, our business is about lending money. Inflation, like we're experiencing now, is not too good for lending.
At the end of the meeting, shareholders adopted the 2021 audited financials as presented by Deloitte for the period and approved all resolutions on the agenda, which included the declaration of dividend, re-election of the board of directors company retiring by rotation, ratification of the appointment of 2 executive directors, approval of the remuneration of directors, and authorization of directors to
Latest research conducted by the National Insurance Commission has shown that the confidence of Ghanaians in insurance is on the rise. The Commission, in a perception index survey, concluded that about 78% of respondents sampled have knowledge about insurance in the country.
According to the survey, 16% of respondents have some knowledge about insurance, while 6% do not have an idea what insurance is. The survey, which was conducted by the insurance regulator, showed the knowledge index of 0.5132, which is lower compared to 2020 average of 0.5392, representing a 2.6% change. The Commissioner of Insurance, Dr. Justice Ofori, mentioned that the increase in knowledge of insurance is as a result of public sensitization and regional representation of the Commission.
We decided to expand our tentacles. Initially, we were operating in only 4 regions, but now we've actually expanded to the previous 10 regions. We have also been engaging the the Ghana Insurance College to train 10,000 insurance agents nationwide in all the previous 10 regions. We believe that the more the likelihood of people understanding insurance and seeing the importance of insurance and thereby buying insurance. We've also introduced the software for selling motor insurance in Ghana called the MID, Motor Insurance Database. If you're a passenger traveling, before you even buy a ticket, you can actually text the vehicle license plate to the short code *920*57# and follow the prompts, and it will give you information as to whether the vehicle that you are going to board has genuine insurance or not.
The Commissioner also admonished every working Ghanaian to have at least a life insurance to protect them against uncertainties such as death.
Even if you don't have physical assets and you have substantial life insurance, it takes care of everything. My advice is that since death is inevitable, everyone should have some kind of life insurance to protect his or her dependents. If you buy life insurance, don't just buy any amount. You need to buy, you look at the age of your dependents to determine how much life insurance you need. You need to buy substantive life insurance that will take care of your dependents until the age of maturity, when they can actually fend for themselves.
The recommendation stated that it will support NIC's ongoing intervention programs to shore up public confidence, awareness and confidence of insurance in Ghana post-COVID-19.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko has won the Ghana Premier League for the 25th time. Phil John Cote will be bringing us details of that and more in sports after the break.
Phil John Quartin in sports. Kumasi Asante Kotoko clinched their 25th league title, the Ghana Premier League, yesterday at the Lenkley Sports Stadium when they grabbed a point in their match against Ashgood FC. Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum was excited about the achievement and mentioned that they were determined to win the championship title.
First of all, I would say glory to be to the Almighty for granting me the strength and the wisdom to be able to lead such a great club. It's not easy to be a Kotoko head coach. If you are anywhere envying any head coach of Kotoko, you better stop it. The heat is not as easy as you see it. So it's not easy. That's why I'm saying that to God be the glory for granting me the strength, the wisdom, the insight to be able to manage such a great team to success. I am thinking that there's more to be done. The fact that we've won the league doesn't mean everything is perfect. There's more to be done, and we need to make sure that the errors that we saw, we don't commit them, because going to play in the Champions League, the tempo and the temperament, the quality, everything there is totally different. It's high. If you watch Wad versus El Ali, that match could be compared to any European game. So it means that we also have to prepare ourselves to that level. So that
Prosper Nate Ogum is the head coach of Kotoko. Next final match day 32 high is going to go in terms of fixtures. That will be on your screen speedy soon. Find out who is playing who. Accra Lions will take on Brekum Chelsea. Elmina Shouts will be in the central region against Midiama. Accra Great Olympics will take on the latest champions in town. That is Ashanti Kotoko. Ashanti Kotoko is the name. Then King Faisal will be at the Babaya Sports Stadium. They will take on Accra Hassel. Bechem United will see whether they will try as much as possible to maintain their top four hopeful by playing against Adriana Stars. Those are fixtures of the Ghana Premier League match day 32 on your screens now. That's your sports. My name is Phil John Quarty. My lady, Sidwa is standing by for the latest.
Thank you, Phil, for the updates in sports. It's time for entertainment news. My name is Asiedua Akumia. Multiple award-winning Ghanaian fashion brand Selina Beb has been featured in Meta's global campaign titled Made by Africa, Loved by the World.
The global campaign, which was first launched in 2021, is aimed at amplifying the voices and stories of people and businesses from across Africa that are impacting the world. This year's campaign spotlights Selina Beb alongside 7 other innovators and SMBs who are making a name for themselves not only in Africa but globally and are changing the way Africa is viewed on the international stage. The campaign, Made by Africa, Loved by the World, spotlights homegrown African talent making their mark across the world. It also features stories across sub-Saharan Africa. The campaign is being developed to not only showcase the incredible talent of this continent, but to also empower those in similar fields to achieve their business and life ambitions. Established in March 2012, Selina Beb focuses on creating designs that contribute to promoting and preserving Ghanaian and African cultures. The brand produces bags, ready-to-wear outfits for both men and women, footwears, jewelry, and modern accessories, all made in Ghana. Selina Beb products are sold all over the world, including Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, UK, Italy, Australia, and the USA, and are owned by high-profile dignitaries.
Well, that's it for entertainment news. My name is Asiedua Akumia. Kenneth?
Thank you very much, Asiedua. International news is next. A gas explosion at a liquefied petroleum gas refilling station has burnt down shops and injured 20 people in Nigeria's Kano State. Nigeria's news agency reports that an LPG cylinder exploded while being refilled, injuring people in shops close by. My name is Kenneth Jesse. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.